This song I wrote after reading a couple autobiographies, and then I have a little devotional on the back of my toilet seat, which is a collection of Mr. Rogers' sayings. And I think the Pittsburgh Project is an appropriate place to share about Mr. Rogers. He is like my all-time hero. What he said about children's television, I mean, he was an ordained minister, right? You'll know that. And he was from Pittsburgh, right? You'll know that. But what he said was, the space between a child's eyes and the television set is sacred ground. So everything he did as a children's television host was sacred to him. And I think if we just apply that to whatever we do, as though it's our act of worship, it's going to work out all right.
Gandhi met the Christ while reading law books in Great Britain. He said, "Excuse me, sir, but my countrymen have bitten from the fruit of war." And I think, no, I am sure your words that have been written are certainly the cure. The cure. Jesus said, well, you must love like every drop of rain that falls from above in ways you can't explain. Yes, and you must be willing to die. Oh, but more importantly, you must care enough. Care enough. You must care enough to cry. To cry. Martin met with Jesus on a bus ride in Montgomery. Said, "Sir, I am in chains, and my children are hungry for the fruit of peace. Oh, I know at least you could feed this country and bring us all release." Release. Jesus said, well, you must love like every drop of rain that falls from above, ways you can't explain. Yes, and you must be willing to die. Oh, and more importantly, you must care enough. Care enough. You must care enough to cry. To cry. Teresa met the Christ on a dirt road in Calcutta. Said, "Sir, there are children dying with no mother, and there are hungry sick ones with nowhere to lay their head. And I believe that with your help, oh, I can keep them fed. Keep them fed." And Jesus said, "You must love like every drop of rain that falls from above in ways you can't explain. Yes, and you must be willing to die. Oh, but more importantly, you must care enough. Care enough. You must care enough to cry, to cry, to cry, park in Georgia. Said, sir, I am so poor, I know I can't afford you. I've counted the cost, oh, I know I cannot pay. Said, son, I don't want your money, just listen. Listen carefully. Carefully. Jesus said, well, you must love like every drop of rain that falls from above, ways you can't explain. Yes, and you must be willing to die. Oh, but more importantly, you must care enough. Care enough. You must care enough to cry. Was a warrior, and I believe Martin was a knight, and I believe Teresa was a soldier, and I believe that Jesus, oh Jesus, taught them how to fight. Yes, and you must be willing to die. Oh, but more importantly, you must care enough. Care enough. Care enough. You must 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 care.
The beauty of the Pittsburgh Project is that we come together across denominational lines. We come together across a lot of man-made barriers, and we believe in Jesus. So when we come together, we do not practice any type of closed communion. The prerequisite is this: you must be hungry for Jesus. You must want more of him. You must want to know him. You must count yourself among his children. And if you do, then the table is open for you. On the night that Jesus Christ was betrayed, he took bread, and after giving thanks for it, he broke it, and he said, "This is my body, which is broken for you." In the same way, he took the cup of wine, and he said, "This cup is the new covenant in my blood. Drink this in remembrance of me." And later, Paul adds that as we drink the cup and we eat the bread, we declare the Lord's death and resurrection until he comes.